Mike's Daily Podcast.
Episode 1038. Hello, my name is Mike Matthews.
Hello, Mike Matthews.
That is Hayley the Semi.
It is a pleasure to meet your acquaintance.
We have Hayley on today's show, so you know it's going to be a rock ripping rollin' time.
Or it's going to be just dull.
Yesterday was leap day. I did not leap at all yesterday. I stayed pretty much
Mike's Daily Podcast
on the earth.
Grounded.
I did not try to make a leap in a single bound.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
So I went yesterday to the town of Livermore, but I don't think I'm going to go there anymore because as you drive down there, there's this thing, a monstrosity, and it's the Bay Area, and it's pomposity.
It's viscosity with the traffic.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
You went in and snuck out that rhyme. Yes, there's these things. It's not a good time.
Mike's
It's the fast pass
Daily
lanes they just put in.
Podcast.
Or lane singular.
Yeah!
You can go from this street to that street for 30 cents.
Wow.
You can go, it's going to be like $7 to get from one freeway exit to the next exit. Basically, there's so much traffic going in and out of 580. They've had to put in fast pass, whatever it's called.
I think it's fast track.
And it's crazy. People like, well, I'll pay money to go faster.
Yeah. It's 30 cents. That's the thing.
Now,
Yeah.
you know that's going to jump up in a year to like $7.
Yeah, but it's not a bridge. That's the thing.
It's not a bridge. It's not a bridge, Hayley. That's what's weird. That's why I can't wrap my mind around the concept.
I can't wait until we all have self-driving cars and we don't have to do anything involving driving.
Did you hear that a Google car got into an accident?
A bunch did.
Last month, apparently.
Oh.
It was a bus.
Yeah.
But neither the bus or the Google car was going. It was a Lexus, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
A Lexus, I guess. And there was some sandbags in the street, and I guess it got confused and it hit the bus rather slowly. And
I've seen the way buses drive. I'm not surprised.
You're always on a bus. You're on a bus right now.
A bus.
Look who just walked in. Hi, Mike. It's Benita the rodeo queen. How y'all doing?
It's a Disgruntled Fiddle Player, tell you what.
What?
I heard y'all doing little Charlie Daniels at the beginning of this show there. I hate Trump.
Why do you hate Trump?
Why do you hate Trump?
Because he's derailing the Republican Party. And I was all for Trump Cruiser, but that's not going to happen because he's a big egomaniac and he won't let Ted Cruz do anything. I bet you he's just going to take over the White House and push a button.
That's what I'd do if I took over the White House.
Just push the button?
I'd just push buttons all day.
Yeah, because there's all these buttons.
You know how they always portray all those phones like that are direct lines to the Kremlin and whatnot? I just
Look who else is walking in. That's nobody. Go ahead.
Okay. I just constantly be picking them up like, is your refrigerator running? Mr. President, why do you do this? Then you better go after it! See you on the battlefield!
I hate you, President Hayley. The way you call me. Ring, 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 ring.
Hello, this is the President of the United States of America.
Oh no, it's the President of the United States of America.
President of the United States of America.
Yes, this is me, President of the United States of America.
I got up for a sandwich. What did you get up for?
I love sandwiches, but actually it is 3 in the afternoon where I am.
Wait a minute. You are Russian too? Why are you talking with a Russian accent?
Who's Russian? I have enough things to do on a daily basis anyway. I'm not going to rush around to do them.
I don't get your American pun humors.
Click.
Anyway. Where were we? Oh, somebody walked in.
Hello there, Mike. I make the root beer. I'm the brewmaster. Oh boy.
Brewmaster, are you for Trump?
Ah! that's funny. Okay.
Okay. It's funny.
Apparently he's funny.
We're all comedians here.
It's okay. We're all comedians. Would we ever stand up in front of a crowd and do jokes? No.
No.
But I find the comedians that do podcasts aren't very good.
No.
They don't get the whole chit-chatting on a mic thing.
Yeah, usually because it's one person.
So on a stage, they've got a lot of people that they can play off of. I don't know.
Not really.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
What do comedians do? Do they get up on stage and do they like break dance?
They go up and they're like, "What's the deal? Who are these people?"
I know what they do. They go up and they ask questions like that, and then they eat snacks.
Yeah. Or they drink a lot of water. If you see comedians, they're constantly drinking water.
Yeah. And now it's all bottled water, so they screw open the cap,
they gotta
and they drink the water.
Drink the water, screw it back, put it back on the little stool.
Oh, I hate comedians. I hate the whole bottled water BS with them up there on stage.
Well, would you rather they just spilled it everywhere?
And then they cuss a lot.
Some of them, yes.
And they cuss, and they look miserable, like they've smoked too much and drank too much, and...
I'm up here, I'm a comedian.
Yeah.
What's with all these f***ing people I don't like?
Oh my god, you just cussed right there. How did it feel to cuss?
Those people I don't like, I'm telling you, they do things, am I right?
Exactly. And then people laugh because they hear the cussing and that they're making fun of people they usually don't make fun of.
Right. Because it's improper to make fun of
It's improper, so people laugh at that. And that's funny.
I don't remember the guy's name, but I watched a video. And this
Jeff
guy,
Foxworthy.
It's not Jeff Foxworthy. But it was a comedian.
Jeff Foxworthy?
He's the side actor that works on Comedy Bang Bang.
Reggie Watts?
No, not Reggie Watts. It's the guy who constantly pretends to be. Yeah, well, Ackerman's the host. Reggie Watts is the musician guy. And then there's the one guy who constantly pretends to be whatever host that they don't actually have. And I like him as an actor. I really do. He's really funny on that show. But he had a video where he was talking about political correctness in comedy. And there's been a lot of comedians kind of speaking out against political correctness. Jerry Seinfeld said that he won't be doing any shows at colleges anymore because all the college kids are too sensitive and whatnot. When he's up there telling Jew jokes and whatever.
Yeah, Jew. It's like
you can't even go up and say that you hate black people anymore. Comedy's dead.
Yeah.
But he was talking about how, as a comedian, you can say whatever you want to say. No one's stopping you from making a certain joke. No one's saying, hey, you can't say that. But they're saying, hey, that's not funny.
Right.
When you tell a joke that's quote-unquote not politically correct, or you're telling a joke about something from a point of ignorance, it's not going to be funny. He said that no matter what the subject matter is, even if it's something like very personal to him that affects him deeply, if it's well thought out and you have a point to it, you can make him laugh. And that's the thing. You can make jokes about anything if they're well thought out. They're somewhat sensitive to the issue. They're informed and they have a point to them. You can make anyone laugh about anything. But if you're going up there and you're just talking about stuff because it's popular or because it's outrageous and you don't have any point to what you're saying, if it's something that is not exactly political correct, the world is changing and a lot of people are going to say that's not funny.
Right.
So that's the main argument for political correctness in comedy. It actually encourages funnier jokes. Because people have to think about what they're saying when it comes to joke telling.
Yeah.
Which is something they should do anyway.
That is interesting. And it's sort of like music. What's popular in music? You know, it's society changes, and our tastes change, and our how we process information changes.
Yeah.
And
you can't have all of the same thing. Not at all.
Problem with Jerry Seinfeld is a lot of his humor stuck in a certain time frame, you know, and he can't change.
He's always going to be sitting in that restaurant, named restaurant on the corner, of wherever. And
I mean, those are funny, and yes, but see, there's something about a TV show. And it's his show is frozen in time, right?
Yeah.
And that's classic Seinfeld. And but then there's also parts you're like, oh my God, everybody's using a landline to talk.
Yeah.
You never see a cell phone, you know. And certain things are classic that will never change, like what was the thing when he drops the milk dud into someone's stomach when they're doing an operation?
The Junior Mints.
The Junior Mint.
It's just a bunch of absurd things.
Or Newman, or all that.
Yeah, a bunch of absurd things that aren't offensive.
I was watching Friends. But, go ahead. I'm sorry.
They're not offensive, but they still hold as just comedy because they were funny.
Right.
And they're still funny. But there's so many like topical jokes or things that do not transfer over, and when he tries to keep doing the same comedy without changing it for the world changing, it's not going to work.
And yelling at a group of people, oh, you don't get my joke. See, Greg Proops, that article I read to you that I guess was in the SF Weekly or something, he said he likes the mistakes because that's where the funny is.
Yeah.
And he's constantly changing, even though he's older than me, he's constantly changing to the audience because
he's a wise man. He's funny.
And he's taking information from the people.
He is improv trained.
That's true.
You know,
that's why he was on What's My Line?
Whose Line?
Whose line is it anyway?
I do want to point out that I didn't remember the guy's name from the video that I watched, where he was saying all these various things, but his name is Paul F. Tompkins.
Oh, with the gap in his teeth.
Yes, with the gap in his teeth and the mustache.
He does a very clever podcast where it's actually like a radio play.
Is it?
He does a full-on production with a script and everything, and he'll do it like in San Francisco and at theaters, and apparently it's huge.
I might have to see if I can take a listen to that.
He was in The Pick of Destiny with Tenacious D. Oh, he's hosting an open mic in that movie. And Tenacious D, Jack Black, and that Gables, they come along and they're like, hey, we're going to play our music. And he's like, yeah, whatever. That's very... Thank you for bringing that up.
Yes, of course. I just saw that yesterday. It just popped up on my sphere of influence yesterday.
And it influenced me.
Yeah.
Like a large sphere that came down, and then it turned out to be a fairy godmother or something. Or
have you seen
queen.
Have you seen that weird sphere in the sky that pops up like after we get into work? It's large and yellow. And kind of hurts when you look at it.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Oh, that totally happened to me yesterday. I walked outside, and it felt like coming out of a movie theater. And your like eyes are all blinking, you know, like
except
that.
Like you're not reeling from the amount of popcorn you just ate.
No.
Oh.
And you get that headache a little bit, and that Elton John song pops in your head. From the day we arrive on the planet, and blinking, staring to the sun, there's more to do that's ever been done, more to do
than has ever been done. It's a circle of life. As we walk outside of cafe.
Anyway, we're bringing Mike's Daily Podcast somewhere in Podcaster Valley. It's a wheel of fortune. There's Vanna White. She doesn't seem to age,
but it's probably her makeup team and the circle. The little circle sponges that used to apply makeup.
Hayley even did the little thing with his fingers saying the circle sponges. So when you did theater,
Yeah.
and you did the plays and whatnot,
Yep.
you had to put on a lot of makeup.
A fair amount, yeah.
That was the first time I ever put on makeup, and I was like, oh wow, what's this stuff? And then I think I broke out. And
Yeah. The theatrical makeup is rough. What did you use, Ben Nye?
I don't know.
Okay, it's rough because you just basically you have to completely whiten your entire face or blank.
Isn't that
out,
racist?
Blank out your entire face.
Oh wait,
and
no, we're white.
Draw a new face.
Oh,
That's what you have to do when you put on theatrical makeup, or else you'll just get washed out, completely washed out.
And you have to do that every show?
Mm-hmm.
Gosh.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's rough.
Well, what I enjoy about what I've seen I've only been in 2 plays, but I've seen a lot of theater. As you know, I'm a theater goer. I take my cane and my top hat, and I twiddle my mustache, and put in my monocle, and I go to the theater. And what I enjoy about going to the theater, on the stage, there are all the people that are just getting started out in theater or whatever, and they got the small little parts. I know there's no small role in theater, only small, tiny, minuscule actors. Isn't that how the saying goes?
Yeah, no one actually believes that's true, but yeah.
And so
I love when they give them like the random lines though.
Yeah.
It's like, oh no, look at him go.
That's what I'm saying. That's what makes me. I was thinking about it last night, and I was just, I don't know, random thoughts pop into my head. Mm-hmm. Ridiculous random posts.
Ridiculous random posts.
There, I just played a sweeper that said that because I haven't had that lying around. What it was I was thinking about theater and certain plays where there's a scene where there's a bunch of people on the stage, and you've got these people that are just getting started out in plays, and they're like supposed to be reacting to what's happening on the stage.
Yes.
And they're like supposed to be having their own little conversations with each other.
Yes.
And you know, like if it maybe 2 people talk, maybe they got a thing going, because you know that happens in theater a lot.
Oh, I know, I've seen it.
And there's all these little things, these little side.
There's things.
That's what I'm thinking when I'm seeing those people on stage.
Oh, there's things happening. It's not usually with the people that get paired on stage, but there's things happening.
I'm like, those 2 are giving each other their phone numbers, and
Yeah, you'd think so. It's not. It's a lot of.
What did you just? Did you just make up? Do you actually make up words when you're on stage doing that, or do you have to, or you just fake it? Go blah 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 blah.
See, you should actually have a conversation and be like, I can't believe that just happened. But it's the same effect as phoning it in with actual conversation than phoning it in with fake conversation. You know? You might as well just not say anything.
Uh-huh.
Like, it's very difficult to come across as convincing, and the directors know it, and the actors know it, and it's, yeah.
What was the last play you did?
Gypsy.
That's the one that has, what's that one that I really like, that song? The one.
You'll be great. You'll be swell.
You'll
be da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Starting here, starting now. Honey, everything's coming up roses. Oh, it's a sad play.
Right. And that's such a happy song, it sounds like.
Well, yeah, all the songs are quite happy because a lot of the songs are from the perspective of a mother who is pushing her children to do vaudeville, like she used to.
Vaudeville. I found a podcast picture. Go ahead, vaudeville.
Is it a picture of vaudeville?
It's like a picture of My backyard is a jungle right now.
It's like the picture of life.
It's a picture of life. It's a wheel of fortune. It's a leap of faith. It's the band of hope.
It's the van of hope.
It's a band of horses.
And Pat Sajak
And
is sort of there too.
And sir, so I'm so excited tonight because because tonight Ted Cruz is going to lose in Texas to Trump.
Yeah.
And that means he's done. He said if he can't get Texas, he's out.
I'm not excited for that.
You want Ted Cruz to become our president?
I want Ted Cruz to become the Republican candidate over Trump.
Oh.
Like, I really want Cruz or Rubio or someone
But
to
not
beat
Trump? Because Trump seems to be like a big steamroller.
Trump is dangerous. Trump is backed by the KKK.
Yeah.
Trump wants Muslims out of the country. Trump has people supporting him that, when polled on what Make America Great Again means, many of them said things like banning Muslims, having a Muslim register, a register of all the Muslims in the country, not taking on any foreign workers, building a wall, crazy things. But it's not just talk. It's a large force of people that are Trump supporters saying, yes, this is what we want for America.
That's disgusting.
Yeah.
See, now, is some of that, too, also that Trump is appealing to such a huge base of people that you're going to get some of that riffraff in there?
No,
or
because
is
it's a large percentage.
So-
It's somewhere in like a quarter of people.
Does that mean that America's just a completely racist country now?
Well, now? Just now?
Yeah, like right... Wait.
Right, wait.
Now. No,
wait.
right.
Wait. It is... What day is it? It is... Oh, it's March 1st. Black History Month is
It's over.
Racism's
It's back.
Yeah.
You told that joke to Jarrell.
I did. I told that joke yesterday.
Jarrell's back, by the way. Yay. I would like to say that you're right, and it's sad.
Yeah.
And we need to check ourselves as a nation and realize that there's a reason Chris Rock, everything he said was right on stage the other night.
Yeah.
Leonardo DiCaprio won an Academy Award. I know we're backtracking 2 days, but
Right.
holy
Leonardo,
crap.
He won an award, and then he talked about climate change.
Of course, he did a whole documentary about that.
Did
Yeah, apparently, and about how meat is murder and cows and the methane and everything. And good Lord, do you know how much methane we threw up in the atmosphere over there in what was it, Porterville near Los Angeles?
I don't know, but it was a lot.
It was something like a huge football field worth of methane every minute or some craziness.
What does that mean? Methane's a gas. It expands to fit whatever space
It means
that it occupies.
It means that if you didn't believe in climate change now, y'all, it's
y'all better.
We
And I
need
heard
to.
something about Bill Gates, like, talking about funding a project to pour sulfur into the environment, into, like, the sky to stop the process of climate change artificially.
Oh, yeah.
Did you hear about that at all?
No.
Okay, what the hell?
Yeah, that's crazy.
I didn't get to look too much into it. I just saw it in passing, but
Just as you were about to say that, I was going to suggest we plant more trees
I love trees.
to help the environment.
Plant more trees.
And we should hug trees.
Hug them all.
Become a tree hugger today.
If it's a cactus, hug it anyway.
Hug it. It's a little prickly, but just think of your joke.
Just pretend it's your mother-in-law.
Joke there.
Joke. Insert joke.
Using the word prick. There. Okay. That's why we are doing this podcast is because we think you should hear what we have to say, because otherwise we just say this to each other down the halls.
I sometimes call him on his phone.
And I'm sorry I shut you down today because I had to write that email because I was so fuming.
Yeah, I heard you were fuming.
It took me back to when I worked in radio in my 20s, and I would spend all this time making a commercial, and then there'd be like, the client didn't like it.
So Mike wrote a commercial that he was very proud of involving a promo for his show, The Leftovers.
I didn't actually write it.
Well,
but
he produced it, he voiced it, he put in a little audio clip that from the show, and then put the music from the show in the background, and it was all sounding very nice.
Oh, and I had to do it for 3 stations.
Stations.
Ow, that hurt when I made the 3 sign with my fingers.
That's why you should do the sign language 3.
Oh, that's how the Germans do it too.
Yeah.
Did you see Inglourious Bastards?
No.
And that's how the British spy, he's trying to act like a German, but when he said 3, he used this 3, the way we typically do it, instead of the German 3, and the Germans found out and they shot him.
Nice.
And then there was bloodshed because it's a Quentin Tarantino movie.
I do like Quentin Tarantino movies. But anyway, Mike was not happy at all when he found out that
they can't use the commercial.
Cared about the commercial.
Because I tried to be creative and add pieces of the show, because it was for the show The Leftovers.
And what, copyright got in the way again?
No, they just said it sounded too big. I only had 15 seconds. And they're like, oh, it sounded like you clipped the audio. Or they gave me some weird thing they didn't like about it. I don't know. I guess I can complain about it because people go, hey, Mike, how's your podcast? And they never listen to my podcast, so. So I guess I can just say, because all the radio people I work with, except for Hayley, go, hey, Mike, how's the podcast? Oh, somebody that we work with goes, hey, Mike, how's your daily podcast? And I'm like, well, it's not going on daily these days because I've had to work here all the time. And they said, and there's a point to this, what I'm saying, and I couldn't think of it. Oh, they go, oh, that's fine. But they don't even listen anyway. I feel better, cathartic after all that. Suggestions?
Cathartic? How about catatonic?
That's kind of more what I was there. This is the podcast picture.
And here's today's podcast picture.
Is it the beautiful sky?
I thought it was something involving your backyard being a jungle.
Do I want to do that?
I don't know.
How about this cow? Oh, look at the cow staring at Basil like he's like, I'm going to mess you up.
What did you say about cows and the station up in Vacaville?
I said some not nice things about Vacaville. I'm sorry, Vacaville. I made references to bovine love and other things. Vaca, of course, is Spanish.
Bovine love, isn't that an America song?
From the band America, Ventura Highway, and all that.
Well, that was Muskrat Love.
Oh, Muskrat! You're thinking of Captain and Tennille.
Well, no, America did it as well.
They did it originally?
I don't know if they did it. I don't think they did it originally, but I know they had a cover of Muskrat Love.
They probably did it originally because Captain and Tennille, all they did was covers. Wow. We hope you enjoyed that trip back to the 70s. Did you enjoy smoking in public? Because we were in the 70s.
Smoking in the boys' room. I hate that song. Why did I sing that song? It's annoying.
It is. Brown something station. What's that? And then Motley Crue covered it. Ooh, like smoking such a big deal in the boys' room. Where's back in my day? We couldn't do anything in the boys' room. You couldn't even pee. Well. So we'll find out tonight if Trump is our new president.
Sigh.
Sigh?
Super Tuesday.
Did you say sigh?
I said sigh. Oh, God. Stop.
That was his whole career, was that one little sound effect. Looked in Gammon Stone.
Yeah, I was discussing the time that he was on The View yesterday, and they gave a bunch of glow sticks to these middle-aged people and stood in the audience.
That was so embarrassing. The View yesterday, or all of ABC's
Good Morning America.
Good Morning America. Good heavens!
Good heavens, America!
All it was Oscars and Oscars and more Oscars, even though the Oscars were done.
Did Oscar win an Oscar? What's his name?
Oscar Mayer?
No. The guy in Star Wars. Oscar Isaac? Oscar Isaac?
Oh!
The guy who played Poe in the Star Wars movie?
I don't think so.
Shame.
Yeah.
I know that Star Wars didn't win like anything, which is weird. A lot of people thought that was surprising.
Yet ABC had to show a million Star Wars references.
Right, and they had...
Because they owned Star Wars.
Essentially had some of the hosts, the droids, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like what Rob Black said about it all, and that, the movies we remembered from the particular year
are not the ones that win.
Yeah.
Historically speaking, the Oscars never quite get it right.
I guess the year Shakespeare in Love won, what was the big movie? Oh, I can't remember now. Was some other Brokeback Mountain? No, that's not right.
No, but he was talking about
Goodfellas.
I think it was.
Maybe.
It was something big though that I instantly remember the name of.
Huh. Well, anything else today you'd like to talk about? Such an important show today. Groundbreaking. We broke ground and talked about humor and people, and I had random ideas and thoughts that came out catatonically.
What's your plans for March?
That's a really good question. I'd like to wish you, by the way, happy March Fool's Day. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry I did not get to celebrate Leap Day. And March I'm going to do taxes.
Me too. I gotta do taxes. I have possibly jury duty today, and it's the worst. I hate the system of jury duty.
Yes!
Jury duty...
Preach!
...is like that one friend who says, hey man, we should hang out, like every week. And then you're like, yeah, I totally love to hang out because you like that friend. And you're like, all right, this will be cool. And then he calls you like the night of and is like, man, you got to come out. You got to come out with us, man. And you're like, I can't. I work in the morning. What are you even doing? You got to call me at least like a week in advance to set something up because I have a life.
Right. We can't just drop it last second.
So jury duty is that friend. I called them up last night at 5, and it's like, no one can assist you right now. I don't care. Just tell me if I'm going into jury duty or not. I don't want to be assisted. That's why I'm calling. And they're like, well, actually, we don't need you to come in the morning. But you got to call again. Oh, my God. Why do I have to call again? I don't want to call again. I want a yes or a no. I want a definitive time that I can come in 3 weeks so I know ahead and I can let everyone else know and it's not a bunch of last minute things.
Yes.
It's the worst.
I hate that. It's so ambivalent.
It's so inconvenient. It's like the government has no respect for our time.
Thank you, government.
Thanks, Obama.
In Fremont, when you go to your jury duty in Fremont, is it like in Hayward? We have this Trinidadian lady. I only know she's Trinidadian because a friend of mine's mom was from Trinidad, and they sound like they have the same accent, and I like saying the word Trinidad. And Billy Ocean is the best singer ever.
What if she's from Tobago?
Oh, I could
Tobago?
Maybe I'm wrong then.
I don't know.
Billy Ocean, Caribbean Queen. Now we're sharing the same dream. He's from Trinidad.
Okay, so I will take your Billy Ocean, and I will... Nicki Minaj.
You're gonna Nicki Minaj me?
I will one-up you with another, I believe, Trinidad and Tobago. Nicki Minaj.
Oh!
And it's very fun to watch her music videos, especially like there's Pound the Alarm, which the entire thing is like a Trinidad island-style celebration and all the elaborate costumes and everything. It's really, really cool and beautiful.
I'm going to watch that after we're done. Mm-hmm. Anyway, the lady that gets on the microphone and says, from Trinidad, you need to make sure that you fill out all of your forms and give them to me before you leave. You cannot leave until I tell you to. I'm making her Indian all of a sudden. I don't know why.
I've actually never been called into jury duty. I always call in at 5 and they say, no, we don't need you. Call again at 11. And I have to call at 11 and they say, no, thanks, we don't need you. And then I hate them.
Well, what happens then when you go in Hayward anyway, everyone just looks mad. Nobody's happy to be there, and it's kind of sucky. I don't like being in a room full of negative people.
Once I was recovering from a sickness, just slightly, when I needed to go in for jury duty, so I specifically bought those medical masks, and I was going to go in wearing one of those and coughing to see if they wouldn't let me in. I'm like, this is my best shot.
Yeah.
And then they didn't actually call me in anyway.
That was, when I first moved to the Bay Area, almost 7 years ago, I never saw...
7 years ago.
I never saw...
On the eve of this day.
So many people with medical masks on. I never saw that in Southern California or Alabama, but here, people put on medical masks when they're cold.
It's an Asian
when they got a cold.
I think.
But I see white people do it, too.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that's definitely... I wonder if that's something that's going to spread, as it were, across the country.
No.
Like a virus!
Dun, dun, dun.
What I also wanted to quickly mention was yesterday in Livermore, because as I was singing in the beginning. Singing on the beginning. I was singing on the bagana.
Gonna sing.
Gonna sing.
Gonna sing.
Gonna sing.
Gonna sing.
I'm gonna...
In the beginning.
When Putin was talking on the phone to the president, my hand smells like I had my hand in a surgical glove. I don't know why. I keep smelling it, and it smells like that horrible rubber.
Right.
When you
latex
put
rubber.
With the powder.
With the powder.
Oh,
okay.
God, it was the soap from our bathroom here at Cafe anyway. Okay, so finally, to wrap this up, Livermore, I took Basil and we walked all around Livermore because there's some neat little spots and parks and stuff. And I ate at a hot dog place called Spanky's. And he just gave me a strange look. And I ate there, and the gal that served me, her name was Farm. I think she was from Hawaii or something. And I had a hot dog that had on it, it was called the picnic dog, and it had potato salad and bacon and a little barbecue sauce on this hot dog. And, wait, Hayley's puking. Wait! Finally, as I was sitting out there, just 2 doors down was a...
What about 3 doors down?
No, because then I'd be here without you, and you'd be throwing kryptonite at me. What was it? Oh, no, just the 2 doors down was a cigar bar. And there were all these guys in Livermore smoking cigars, and then a couple ladies were joining them smoking cigars. So that was interesting as I ate my hot dog being immersed in cigar smoke. And then I met a cute gal out in front. I call every women gals now. In front of the coffee place, Panama Reds, there was a nice female who had a little dog, and we started talking, and she told me she owned a retarded chicken. She said the egg didn't crack properly when this chicken was born and was like smaller than usual, and she decided to become its parent, caretaker, and takes care of this chicken.
Okay.
And she goes, I fear the day this chicken tries to lay an egg because it will kill her.
Oh.
That was my day in Livermore yesterday.
Interesting. I spent most of that story looking up kryptonite because I was thinking kryptonite wasn't done by 3 doors down, but I was thinking of Superman. It's Not Easy by 5 for Fighting.
Right.
I can't stand
to fly. I'm not that naive. John Ondrasik is 5 for fighting. It's basically one guy.
It's 1 for fighting.
He named it after